was coming from Jersey because at the time, Cardi B, her makeup, the location was in New Jersey, and I was actually leaving New Jersey. And I turned back right away when I got the call. I said, I can't miss this. Like, I got to go and do Cardi B's makeup. Or when I said I wanted to be a professional makeup artist, I always said that I wanted to be a celebrity makeup artist. I put it out there. I remember getting to going to her home and seeing her, and she was very cool. She was very laid back. But I was expecting this, Cardi B that we see on, and I was just waiting for her. She was just so quiet. I'm just like, why is she so quiet? I only had 15 minutes to do her makeup. I needed to put money in the meter of my car, and literally the parking lot was going to close if I didn't give her 15 minutes to put money in the meter. So I'm feeling under pressure. I'm feeling all types of nervousness. And I said, Robin, you have 15 minutes to do this makeup. Beauty is also within. It's not just about putting makeup on, but you need to feel good about yourself. Self-love is very important. Just really loving on yourself and feeling beautiful that way. I remember there'll be times when I don't pray, just say like I'm really busy, I have a really early start. My day just doesn't flow. It doesn't flow good. It's just...
So hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome to Create Your Ears podcast. You can listen for the first time. Today we have with us the very special guest, and she's very popular by the work that she's doing in the industries. So today we have the guest that you heard in the story, Burnout to Bliss. Welcome to the show, Robin Parrish.
Thank you so much, AJ. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you on board. Well, Sherwin also was playing a major part in connecting both of us. So thank you, Sherwin, firstly. And then I also want to say that it was great. The moment it happened, like you choosing spirituality, like this was like you want to do very clear with spirituality thing. So we are going to talk a lot on about the whole thing, about your story and all these things throughout this whole conversation. But firstly, we will focus on what's your story, how you got started. You are a professional makeup artist, you are an actress, you are a model, and you do three things. And in very, it's not like in normal way. You do it at a mainstream, in the mainstream industry. Okay, so you're a professional makeup artist. That's your front in the where you can present yourself like professionally, but you also do acting and modeling. So tell me how you got started in this makeup industry and how this whole thing happened.
Okay, so first off, I have a funny story. So my mom told me that my kindergarten teacher told her that I wanted to be a makeup artist when I grow up. I had no idea. Yeah, that's what my mom told me. I didn't know that. But I always had a passion for beauty and fashion. And it was really very natural to me. So I'm a self-taught makeup artist. So I pretty much taught myself. I used to do my own makeup. I would do my friend's makeup. And I remember years ago, I was working in a hospital for about 5 years. And I used to wear my scrubs, and I would have my face done up. I would have my makeup, my eyeshadow on, my lipstick, and my patients and everybody would say, wow, Robin, you just look so pretty. And then like face would just light up, And I said, well, okay, well, I guess I have something going on with this makeup thing. And again, like I said, I just always had a passion for it. And when I decided to start taking it seriously, I didn't have much training on it. So I said, you know what, let me start off by going to a department store, which was Macy's at the time. I went there. I applied for this company called Benefit. So once I did that, they called me, and I started working there for a little while. But the company was very, very small at the time. And I remember the makeup manager, the cosmetic manager, saying to me, you know what, I have something a little bit more fast-paced for you. And then she hired me for Estee Lauder. So I worked for Estee Lauder, I want to say, for about a year and 6 months. Then I graduated and started working for MAC Cosmetics. At that time, MAC was a big deal. That was like the top of the line makeup company. They worked with a lot of different celebrities, high-end celebrities. They were the go-to company, basically. And then I worked with them for several years. And I became a manager with that company as well. And then from there, I started to notice, wow, I really have something. Clients would start waiting for me for about an hour, just waiting for me outside for me to go makeup. Yeah, so I said, you know what? I think I have something here. And that's when I decided to start my own business. Well, first I would say I started off being a freelance makeup artist. Then from there, I started the cosmetic line because it's only right if I'm going to be freelancing that I come up with a product that I can sell to my clients, something that I'm proud of. So
So,
yeah, that's how
oh wow, awesome, awesome. It's kind of dream journey for you, if we can say, working with the top brands that you mentioned. These are very top brands. When we consider cosmetic industry, and working with them, like starting up, people are like just looking what to do, and got it, started it, and then working with it, and then people waiting for you to do their own make. That is kind of dream that you achieved at this moment, and you're still going up with your own brand. So, what inspired you to start your own cosmetic brand, which is by name Robin Lynn Cosmetics?
Yeah, so what inspired me was again, I was using different brands of makeup, and I felt that it was only right for me to start my own brand, something that I could be proud of, something that represents me, something that my customers and clients can really feel and really connect to. And again, why share the other makeup companies and put money in their pocket and in my own pocket? It was a no-brainer.
Yeah, yeah. So when you start your own brand, this is where the thing that you take more care of. You take more responsibility of the clients that you were serving before, and then you say like, okay, I can do better in this, and I need to figure out this stuff. So what was that thing like? How do you like manage to like? Were you personally involved? You got some experts involved. How was the building of brand? What's that?
Well, I definitely got some experts involved because I didn't know much about it. I remember years ago, about in 2012, 2011, 2012, I took a trip to Canada and then I met with some people there and we kind of like came together and started collabing on some things, bouncing off different ideas. I was letting them know what it is that I'm, looking for, and they were able to help me out. So we came together and made it happen.
Wow, awesome. So, how old is this brand? Like, when you started, I guess 2020, were you in the making when you launched it? For the story of
Well, it was in the making because at the time, see, I was still working for Mac, so it was a conflict of interest. So I really
yeah.
So at that time, I believe I left in 2012, but I didn't really start selling. I didn't really start the brand until like maybe started selling
Marketing or no?
marketing, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Until like maybe like 2015.
Mm-hmm. Till
That's
then,
when I
you were
really
just in the back.
published it, promote it. Yeah.
Right. So I am very curious about, this get like people working in a company and the framework, but they are also the dreamers, and they also want one day to start their own company. They have that in mind. Like my brother is also working in company, and he also has one dream to, like, start their own thing. Even it is very high paying job. Even that, they have that kind of freedom, that kind of pull. Is it okay to like do all you work with, like, I guess thousands of same makeup artists when you work with that? So to all feeling the same thing, to starting their own thing, or is it okay to not to start, not to take that, because everyone doesn't have that entrepreneurial skill, that
Right.
they can
Yeah.
start. So what advice would you like if anyone is listening at this moment? Everyone has it, but there's also what another plus things. So what can you share with your experience?
I would definitely say, first off, you don't have to take the route of starting your own business. You can simply be love makeup. Again, I felt like it was I would say the smartest and the easiest way is to do what I do. Start working for makeup companies, get the experience that way, get the training that way, and meet different people, go to networking events, go to trade shows, go to industry events, things like that, to just establish relationships with people. Because when you're working for your own, when you're working for yourself, you have to go out there and get it. It's not going to come to you. So you have to be out there. You have to be at the places that's known, and just building relationships, things like that.
It's a lot to give before you get something. When you think about
Right.
starting your own stuff, you like the stuff like, okay, have our own something, but you also need that kind of character skills. You guess what?
Absolutely,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. And YouTube is like really a huge deal now. So you can go, I would definitely recommend go on YouTube and you can learn a lot of the skills there if you don't have much skills in the and of course classes and trading classes and things like that. They have that at these shows, the trade shows and things like that.
So, yeah.
So many different ways.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you are also an actress, you are also a model, and you are also an inspirational speaker. You go for keynote speaking or uh, talking about stuff that inspires people via public events. So, how do you balance different roles and passion?
I would say just prioritizing my tasks. Just trying not to don't overwhelm myself, take breaks. Everything that I'm doing I love to do. So it comes pretty much natural to me. And to improve the inspirational speaking, I started off doing it through social media. I haven't really done any events as of yet, but I am going to be preparing for that. I mean, I did speak at a school once, a high school a few years ago. I was teaching the high school students how to apply makeup and not only apply makeup, but also just letting them know that beauty is also within. It's not just about putting makeup on, but you need to feel good about yourself. Self-love is very important. Just really loving on yourself and feeling beautiful that way. So I do a lot of that. Like I said, it comes very natural to me.
It comes very natural.
And
Yeah, yeah.
yes, something
It's
that
like you can manage it, you love to do it. It's no stress, no burnout there.
I mean, of course, I wouldn't say stress, but if it's anything that you do, especially if you're doing it to, the highest potential, you want to be successful at it, you want to do an amazing job at what you're doing. It takes hard work, but I wouldn't say stress, especially from like I said, for me, it's just a natural thing. It doesn't really feel much like work.
Yeah. So, okay.
Everybody may not, everyone may not have that experience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're very strong and well structured. That makes you like to this. You're doing a
Yeah.
lot of
And
things.
just balancing myself and
Yeah.
just not putting so much pressure on myself. Just having fun with it.
Got it. Okay. So here's an interesting thing. Everyone is looking to know more on this. Basically, you are working with and you worked with top celebrities via your profession, which is makeup artist, being a celebrity makeup artist. You've done makeup of top celebrity, and you are also going to mention names as you sent me. But here's a story. I am very interested in. Can you tell that story of the moment when you were doing makeup of Cardi B and Nicki Minaj's mother, Cardi Minaj? So first, you can start with the how that Cardi B thing happened.
You know, I remember when I started the makeup, when I said I wanted to be a professional makeup artist, I always said that I wanted to be a celebrity makeup artist. I put it out there. That's something that I put out. I didn't know if it was going to happen. I didn't know how soon it was going to happen. And again, it was something that I didn't have. Like I didn't have a publicist. I didn't have anybody working for me. I was just networking with the right people and building relationships. And Cardi B needed a makeup artist. Her manager reached out to someone and she needed a makeup artist. Actually, a friend of mine at the time. And my friend wasn't able to do the makeup. She was a makeup artist as well.
Okay.
And she called me. And I remember I was coming from Jersey because at the time Cardi B, her makeup, the location was in New Jersey. And I was actually leaving New Jersey. And I turned back right away when I got the call. I said, oh, I can't miss out on this. Like, I got to go and do Cardi B's makeup. I remember getting to going to her home and seeing her. And she was very cool. She was very laid back. But I was expecting this, Cardi B that we see on,
Yeah.
you know, um, and I was just waiting for her. She was just so quiet. I'm just like, why is she so quiet? So I'm doing her makeup and she's all calm and everything like that. And then she gets a FaceTime from someone. And then the Cardi B comes out, and I'm like, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. But it was a great experience. Like I said, she's a really nice person. She's very laid back. It was really smooth. It was easy going.
So when that call came, like, hey, Cardi B needs you, or she's looking for makeup artists. Were you feeling the normal reaction? Oh, I'm leaving Jersey. Or it's okay. I got some sympathy because life is very normal then. Or oh my God, this is huge. Like,
That's how I
what
felt.
was
Definitely, because Cardi B at that time was like right in her prime. She was just she had a name for herself at that time. And it was more so in the beginning, but she still had a name for herself. She was still making music and she was very known. And I remember when I got that call, I just said, wow, like I can't pass this up. Like I needed to be there. Like I needed to be the one to do her makeup. So I just felt like it was a great opportunity to be able to do her makeup and to add that onto my resume.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing. But now, if you remember about Nicki Minaj's mother, Gabby Minaj, here we talked about the celebrity between makeup for celebrity, and now it's come to mother of a celebrity. You know,
Yeah.
so this kind of hits different. I don't know how it hits you, but yeah, it's celebrity's mother. What was that whole thing that happened?
So Nikki, Mrs. Carol Minaj, that's her name, Carol Minaj.
Yeah.
She was hosting at a fashion show that I was one of the makeup artists there, and I had the pleasure of doing her makeup. And it's so funny. I only had 15 minutes to do her makeup. I needed to put money in the meter of my car, and literally the parking lot was going to close if I didn't get there 15 minutes to put money in the meter. So I'm feeling under pressure. I'm feeling all types of nervousness. And I said, Robin, you have 15 minutes to do this woman's makeup. And I did her makeup in 15 minutes. And she was pleased. She said, wow, you did a good job for 15 minutes. And that's all I wanted to hear. Once I heard that, I said,
Yeah.
"Whew." And after that, I ran out to the parking lot. I ran to the parking lot and got my car.
Wow. Got kind of very different experience, you know.
That'd
Then
be
you got what was it? You were scary, you know what to do with your job. Worry more about that meter in the car. At that point.
Oh my
You know
goodness.
what to do here. You know your game. Here you
Yeah,
know something else. You know?
right. So
Okay.
my mind was, I wasn't focused the way I should have been. My mind was all over the place
Yeah.
because I'm scared to death that my car, like I won't be able to get in the parking lot. Like, how am I going to get home? I need my car. And then on second hand, I'm like, I have to make sure that I do a good job. It's Nicki Minaj's mother, you know?
Yeah.
So,
You know, it's kind of a reputation that we build with the work that we do.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
But it
on
was a good
board for you.
experience. Good experience.
Yeah. Got it. Thank you so much. Thank you for so much for sharing that particular experience. And I love hearing it. People will know that particular experience too. What happened? Okay, thank you. So, what is your approach to male grooming for celebrities? Can you tell us about your experience working with Miss Lenny Green, and Mr. Biggers?
Yes. So male grooming is different from doing a woman's face, a full face of makeup.
Yeah.
Male grooming entails brows are one of the focus. What I usually do with males, I'll brush their brows up. I'll use a brow set, and what a brow set is, it's kind of like a gel to hold the brows in place. You know how you put gel in your hair, but
Yeah.
it's like a gel for the brow. So it basically grooms the brows. It keeps the brows in place. If the man has blemishes on his skin, discoloration, I'll use some concealer, very light powder, just to take the shine off the face. And lastly, I would just put a little bit of lip balm on the lips just to give a little bit of sheen. But male's grooming is very, very simple. It's not much at all. And that's pretty much the routine for male grooming. Or if they do have a beard as well, sometimes the beard is not connecting. So I would have to use makeup to kind of like connect it as well as give it shine and sheen. Yeah, condition, moisture, things like that. And I also have a cosmetic line for men as well. I have a beard line for them. So if their beard needs some TLC, I would use some of my moisturizing
Right.
oil to give it a nice shine.
Yeah. So, like, if we talk about the time difference, how much time male takes than women?
Okay, so a full face for a woman could be between 45 minutes to an hour, opposed to male grooming could be about, I would say, 15 minutes to 30 minutes.
50 minutes. Okay, so we had easy going. Like,
Yes, very easy going. Yeah.
But there may be price difference, like money difference,
Oh.
when it comes to time also.
Yes, there definitely is a price difference because, again, I'm not spending that much time and I'm not doing that much for the male grooming, so it wouldn't be the same price as when I'm doing makeup for women.
But what steps have taken to achieve financial stability? How have those steps impacted your overall point?
I would say for me, saving is key. Saving. I was a saver since the age of like 16. I've always been very responsible when it comes to money and saving and just not being overspender, just not spending overspending, just being very careful with my money. So I would say for me, saving is a big deal. That's what helps me stay
So
financially.
okay, so that's been a few with money. Is it still now? Like, do you believe in?
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
or have you invested? Like, what's the thing now? Is it
Well, let me
changed
say,
or is it the same?
of course, it changes somewhat, but I remember being a teenager, and my motto still stays the same. If I made $20 for whatever, I had $20, I would take $5 and I would save that $5. Of course, the money is I'm making more money now, so of course, the money's different, but it's the same model for me.
It's the
Make
same.
money, pay yourself first, and then put your money to the side, save your money, and just be careful with the things you buy. I used to I used to love to shop a lot, and I had to cut that out. And even while doing that, I was still able to save because like I said, I'm a firm believer in saving.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. We worked with I guess 4, 5 movies. If I am not wrong. How was your experience? More than that, I'm not on talking of that, but not films. How was the experience working?
The experience is surreal because I just never really saw myself being an actress. I know that I can be very animated at times, and I know I love the camera and I love to be filmed and things like that. And I have a lot of personality.
Yeah.
So I felt like again it's something that kind of came natural to me. Not to say that I haven't taken any classes on it, but I do feel like in the future I may.
Mm.
But it's always just a great experience. Like right now I'm actually doing a movie called The Last B-Boy. I just
Yeah.
actually was filming earlier today.
Oh
And it's a
wow.
70s, yeah, it's a 70s movie. I played well, a few weeks ago when I was filming, I originally started off as extra. I did have a speaking role, but the director loved my energy so much. He loved my character that he um, gave me more parts, and he, basically created me as a character now, not just an extra. So I'm a supporter. I'm a supporting actor now.
Good. What was the featuring in magazine experience for you? Featuring your work in the magazines. How's that feel?
Oh my goodness. AJ, it feels so amazing to see my name being published in the magazines because that's a big deal for a makeup artist to be published. So once you're published, it's like, oh man, I made it. I made it. My work is there. When I see my name, it makes me feel really proud of myself. Yeah. And it's great to have on my resume as well.
Got. So now, look, this is the question that I'm really interested to ask. The reason is a lot of females here witnessing this, a lot of makeup artists witnessing, a lot of people watch you, look at you, look what she is now. Uh, but again, wise, they can relate at 13, at 14, at 15. Any advice that you would like to give at this point now?
Make sure that whatever you do, make sure that you love it. Make sure that it's something that you want to do, not something that someone told you to do. Make sure you really feel that burning passion inside. Do your research, um, network with people, build relationships with people, and just get as much knowledge in the industry that you want to work in as possible. Just get as much knowledge as you can. And just be bold and courageous and fearless and just go after it.
You have been involved in many different fashion shows this year, 2022. Uh, you were also involved in New York Fashion. How was that experience like compared to other different fashion shows? And how can you tell us more about like what was the difference and what you loved about it?
So I'm so used to having more of an intimate setting with my clients where it's just, the two of us. So working on the fashion shows, it's very intense, very high, paced. It's just a lot going on. Models are changing their clothing. Makeup artists are touching up models. There's a lot of movement. It's a lot of people. So it's very high energy. I'm not really used to that. So I always have to like mentally prepare myself because again, I'm really more so used to just being
One on one.
one on one.
Yeah, good.
I'm used to having more of a one-on-one with my clients. So when I'm doing fashion shows, as I said, it's just very, very high energy. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot of people. You don't have much space. Sometimes you have hairstylists that may be pulling and tugging on the model while I'm doing the makeup. So it's just one of those
A
things.
lot of stuff going on. It's kind of F1 racing. F1 racing.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
lot of
Yep.
doing tires and screws and nuts. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's the same thing. What we get.
Totally. It's totally different from just my one-on-ones with my clients. Very, very different. But it's a great experience too. Because it takes me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
This was my comfort
And
zone.
also a good exposure.
Yes. Great exposure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
PR fiction stories, mostly crime fiction, drama, and a lot of things which are running. You chose to do spiritual story, spiritual, like Shamina, hey, she's interested in doing spiritual story. Okay, I didn't do it. Like, there was no decision involved. You were very clear at that first, you want a spiritual story. I was very excited. Okay, we got someone who's interested in doing spiritual. Now, when it comes to spirituality, how do you maintain? Because the story talks more on a marketing executive, a female marketing executive. She's like very down with her work, stressed, and then she looks up to a healthy work-life balance towards spirituality. How do you maintain a healthy work-life balance, and what strategies have you found to be most effective for reducing stress and maintaining your overall well-being?
Well, let me say this. I chose to do the spirituality because it's something that I can relate to, and I felt that Maya was actually very relatable. Like I felt like Maya, and it's so funny because I was talking to Sharon about it, and he even when he read it, he said, "Wow, this seems like your story. This seems like
Oh,
you know." And I said, "Yeah, it's very relatable." So I really felt it. I really felt passionate about it. And for me, what I do is to just keep my focus, to keep my stress level down, to keep my hopes. I pray every morning. I pray in the morning, and I read my devotional, and that really just starts my day. I remember there'll be times when I don't pray, just say like I'm really busy, I have a really early start. My day just doesn't flow. It doesn't flow good. It doesn't. It's just I feel like I'm all over the place. I feel like I'm all over the place. So I made a vow to myself. I said, you know what? No matter what's going on, no matter how early I have to be somewhere, I need to make that time to sit, meditate, and pray, and then I'll start my day. So that really, really helps me.
this is the movie that you did that shooting at this. Any upcoming collaboration and projects that are coming up, please share.
Well, currently, as I spoke about before, I'm still working on this project here. I do have a project coming up. It should be around this. Well, actually, two projects coming up during the summertime. One, I'll be doing makeup for one of the movies, and well, actually both of them. I'm doing makeup for both the movies, so I'm not actually being a actress in the movie, but I'll be doing the makeup behind the scenes, and that's
This is good. This is good.
yeah,
Like,
because I do.
you got, yeah, it's kind of dream, getting covered on the fourth part, doing makeup. So
Yeah,
yeah. How's this thing working? Is it stressful? Is it more like hectic? Or is it good? You love the energy, love to keep all the energy.
it reminds me a little bit of when I'm working on the fashion shows, only because again it's still high energy. I'm still working with a lot of people. I have to be really quick on my toes. In terms of like if I'm like it's so funny because a lot of times the directors ask me, "Do you want to be in the movie?" And sometimes I have to turn that down and just say, no, I can't be in the movie, but I work behind the scenes. I can do the makeup for the movie, or vice versa. It depends how I feel. Like, okay, I can't do the makeup, but I can be in the movie. I can play a character in the movie because to do both of them, that is challenging. And I can't say I haven't done that yet, where I've done both, but I feel like it's challenging. Not to say that I wouldn't do it, but I haven't done it both
But
at the same time.
you are very clear with the energy that you have at that particular moment or days. So that's where you decide, okay, I got the energy, I can I don't feel like to then I can just focus on what I'm very good at, which is make that.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Then. So now to all the upcoming who are learning makeup and want to be in this industry, which is makeup industry, who are wishing to do the same work that you are doing at this moment, to be at the same stage that you are at the moment, to work with the celebrities and to have a what we can see is kind of personality, at the same time kind of reputation,
Yes,
where
definitely.
any big celebrity can approach their mentor. So, what kind of advice would you like to give to those young or to those who are just starting?
Well, if they're trying to get into the industry of working with celebrities, you definitely want to keep a good reputation. Again, you want to go to a lot of networking industry events, meet different people and the higher ups, and build relationships. And if you can get a PR. You can get a PR to market your brand and get you work that way. For me, I didn't have a PR. I was blessed to just kind of be like that go getter, just go out there, word of mouth, referrals, meet the right people, and be connected that way. Not to say that I would not get a PR. Just being at the right place, going to industry events, networking with the right people, building relationships, keeping a good reputation, and if you can get a publicist, a PR
Yeah.
to promote your brand and get yourself out there that way.
Please share your social media handles. Where can people connect with you? And where I mean social media, you can also share your business CV, Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, whichever is the best way to connect.
Yes, so you can connect with me on Instagram, RLBeauty Inspirer, Facebook, Robin Lynn Cosmetics, as well as Robin Parrish. And my email is rbnlynn, the number 1 at gmail.com.
Is it the same email for your what do you say, cosmetic brand? Is there different? Just update me with the information. I just put it down.
I'll update it, yes, because right now, and I was explaining to you that I'm revamping my website. It's under construction right now. So I will update
Yeah.
that information.
Sure. When it comes to that story, any lines that you can talk about the story that you were looking to share with people, anything that you would like to give out a message. Why that?
The story for me was very inspiring because Maya, she was like most of us, right? She was working for a company, a job that she wasn't really happy with. And she just didn't feel fulfilled in that. And for me, like I said, she related to me so much because I'm a firm believer in doing what you love to do. I feel like when you do that, you can be the best that you can be because it's something that you love to do. No pressure. It feels very natural. So when Maya decided to start her organic farm, it was something that she loved to do. She was very passionate about it. And she couldn't do that on her own. She found this spiritual group that gave her the courage that helped her to believe in herself. And she started to go to those meetings and attend those groups. And she was inspired. And that's when she decided that she wanted to leave her job and she wanted to start her organic farm. And once she did that, she felt so fulfilled by doing that. So that was
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Robin Parrish, for being on the show, for showing the interest. I hope you enjoyed doing that. And
I did according to 12.
I
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much again for giving me the opportunity. It's been a great pleasure.
So to all the listeners, make sure you go check out the show's description, this episode's description. The thing here is we have updated our website. So now you can listen stories in different genres just by visiting our website. Just visit the website, check the menu, and we have divided things. We're doing this from last 3 years, but now we divided it into genres. So there are 4 to 5 genres: superhero drama, for fantasy, romance, action, adventure. So all kind of things you can see, which is your favorite. This kind of thing falls in spirituality. And this interview falls in the guest interview part. You can just go and check there. You can search your story. You can just search the name Robin Parrish and you'll find this. So thank you so much. Just go and check out the website. Just go visit Robin Parrish, follow her on Instagram. Thank you so much for listening, and make sure you take care, stay safe, tune us, to the stories. This is Ajay Dambe signing off.